I'm ordering up. What do you want?
Roast beef on rye.
And for me, I'll have my usual 2 pints of blood.
Maybe you too have been using the wrong pen all your life. Perhaps you're really a fine person.
On second thought, I'd rather have a chocolate milkshake.
Are you a fine person? Try Bics Fine Point Pen and find out.
And a couple of lady fingers.
Inside, the information van gives up-to-the-minute golf reports, scores, drives, putts, bogeys, and birdies. Each is radioed to the van, where it is computer processed. The van's message board serves spectators by displaying player location, standings, and other bulletins. Meanwhile, the information is televised to audiences across the nation as the living room fan becomes the total expert. Training, there's no reason to drive out to your golf course because of computerized golf. With a computerized photo device as your caddy, here is your chance to play one of several of the world's finest golf courses. Canada Dry Sports Forum member Doug Ford has played the Akron Firestone course many times, but never indoors. After gazing down a lush 16th fairway, Doug drives 240 yards. The ball clicks off the tee, strikes the screen, and a moment later, a 7-section computer takes over. It's golf without walking. A memory section controls the number of changes in the slide projector, showing yardage of both the shot and distance to the pin. Doug's second shot is 220 yards closer to the flag. A rear projector simulates the flight path of the ball's trajectory, landing position, and ball size. Eventually, these memories are erased, and the cycle is repeated. It's wedge play that sets up so many of those birdie putts. From
Freeman. Thank you.
Just tell him Joel Miller is calling, please.
Right.
Mr. Friedman's office.
Yes, Mr. Eugene Friedman, please. Long distance calling.
And who's calling, please?
Mr. Joel Miller.
Mr. Friedman is on another line. Would you like to hold?
We'll hold for 3.
Thank you.
I'll be right back, Albert.
In this type of scouting, I know there are some teams in the league. I think the Kansas City Chiefs use a computer and prepare themselves for the next week game. Also, the Washington Redskins do the same thing. They stick information in the computer and get frequencies and little tidbits of information that the coaches use in preparation for the next game.
Wide-angle coaching films capturing all 22 players are invaluable. From these, coaches take the probabilities, called frequencies, of the opponent's offense and defense. Football teams are creatures of habit and like to do what they know they can do best. The computer frequency charts show where a rookie quarterback is having trouble, that a quarterback never throws to his flanker on 3rd down, and other patterns that even coaches sometimes miss. Coaches look for passing frequencies and ways to exploit them, like getting a halfback one-on-one with a slower linebacker.
There's a fake to the fullback there to draw the linebackers in for a second, make them stand up or take the fake. Gets one-on-one and gets a step on the linebacker, and it's just a foot race to see who gets the ball.
course, another successful play involved a fullback.
Well, that was one of my lucky plays right there, Chris. There again, we faked to the halfback. The split end came down the defensive end, and our offensive tackle pulled out in front of me, and it was a little swing pass with the lineman in front of me, and it was up to me to catch the ball and use him as a blocker.
We know the computer, Clance, isn't it?
Well, there's no doubt about that. You can get all your computers together, but when you have a man like Homer, and you get him in a one-on-one situation such as this, it's pretty hard to stop him. There's not very many people that can stay with him, more or less try to defense him at the same time.
1969 will be the year fans may well remember for the way computers picked the rookie stars well in advance of the draft. Last year, 1,387 players were computer measured. That's enough to stock all 24 pro teams with 57 new players. But according to the computer, after the first 637 were rated, 750 were put in a no-chance category, no chance of making the pros. But it always doesn't work out that way. Every season, some unheralded rookie makes it big and beats out the highly touted sensation. Today, the Scouts cardboard has been replaced by a report form developed by Computer Applications Incorporated. Under CAI's system, a player is rated by Scouts on a general basis, then on his specialty. A Scout can even rate aggressiveness, leadership, and even attitude. Here's CAI Vice President Howard Morrison.
Let's take a look at some of the reports we've had on stars like O.J. Simpson. The computer has said that Simpson may be the top running back this season, probably the best college back in a decade, in the same class with the Browns, Matsons, Sayers, and McElhennys. The computer has said he's almost a certain first draft choice in the first round, has a long history of great football performance. The computer has said he's a great runner, outstanding speed and quickness, but the computer is human too. It has also said he's a great football player and a fine young man, expecting a baby in December and fumbled 7 times in 3 games. Now, who says computers aren't human?
Here's Leroy Keys. Couldn't make up their minds about him. He was reported as a defensive back flanker and offensive halfback. Like all players graded, information was filled out on a form by Scouts, punched onto cards, and put through a computer to produce various output reports. Once grading was on a point system from 1 to 4 with individual attributes lumped together. Now it's carried 3 decimal places. Key's specialty as a running back was graded on his acceleration, power running, blocking for the run, pass blocking, option passing, balance, and either whether he is prone to fumble. 9 different positions are graded differently, so it was no surprise that Key's total computer rating was 1.4, which puts him in the outstanding category as the nation's top flanker over 188 others graded. Now we have 3 receivers that only a computer can pick apart: Ted Qualick, Ron Sellers, and Jim Seymour. Each was computer graded on hands, faking, long and short receiving, receiving in a crowd, running, blocking, balance, and acceleration. Ted Qualick was a computer's choice as the top tight end over 76 others graded. Size, speed, and determination are his main assets, but he received a lower computer grade, 2.84 in blocking compared to Sellers and Seymour, who are flankers. Nevertheless, the 232-pounder was tabbed as a can't-miss pro by the computer. Ron Sellers of Florida State is one fellow who knows what to do after catching the ball. Computer grades reveal he has the best acceleration and hands of the trio. He can catch anything close. Jim Seymour, the computer's 4th top draft pick, holds practically all Notre Dame pass receiving records. Scouts who fed computers found out he is the best blocker of the 3, and he is great on long passes. However, details from the computer turned up a weakness, a possible lack of toughness. Scouts look more than at the games. They see a man during fall and spring practice, check his attitude, find out about his ability to play when hurt, his desire. These ingredients are fed to the computer, which supplies information to the coach. So when the pros pick their man, they know they have a winner. There's no doubt that football is won by those who block and tackle best. But the computer can give a team a decided edge. It's in time saving where they've been the biggest help. There is a danger when users tend to feel they are more reliable than the human brain. They are only as reliable as the men who feed them. What about a nullifying effect? If everyone has them, what's the advantage? It's the old story. Somebody is always smarter than the next fellow. And if he's smarter, he will find better uses for the computer. It will still be a contest, but a contest played on two fields, one in ballparks and the other in computer labs. So are computers just a passing fad? Make up your own mind. While computers are at work solving coaching problems, your Canada Dry Sports Forum has been set up to answer your sports questions on tennis, golf, baseball, basketball, and football. Your friends on the forum will answer them with a personal reply. Just enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope and address your questions to Canada Dry Sports Forum, Post Office Box 1212, New York, New York, zip code 10022.
In the gay 90s, there were some who knew man could fly. And there was a beer that matched this confident spirit, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Pabst was brewed for men who really liked their beer. A beer that never left them feeling too full. Pabst Blue Ribbon. It hasn't changed. Is still brewed today the old-time premium way. It's the only beer in America with good old-time flavor. Good old-time flavor. No other beer has it. Original Pabst Blue Ribbon. Brewed by the first of the great Milwaukee brewers. Here at popular prices.
Washing your hair again?
Well, it's dirty. From spray, setting gels.
Do you dare wash it so often?
Sure, with Johnson's baby shampoo. It's gentle enough to use every day. Baby's your hair. It's like you were a little girl again, with that baby-like softness born in your hair. It's lively, manageable.
Really shined.
You ought to use Johnson's baby shampoo. It's gentle enough to use every day.
United 747 to Hawaii, the Friendship.
Our United 747 has kitchens downstairs, 5 movie theaters, and more legroom.
Our United 747 is 5 gracious cabins, including our red carpet room, and 13 very friendly stewardesses.
And 2 Hawaiian stewards.
Come fly our United Friendship to Hawaii. From the people who brought you the friendly skies. United.
You're looking at $100 worth of fun. It's a United Friendly Skies coupon book, and there are 3 more like it. Good for discounts in 4 great cities: New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and Honolulu. On theater tickets, dinners, shopping, you name it. Take a United vacation to any of these cities, and it's yours free.
Fly the friendly skies of United.
One of the nicest things about the Toyota Corolla is that it's so easy and inexpensive to take care of.
Is that right?
First of all, you can get up to 28 miles to the gallon.
Oh, yeah?
Then you've got a chassis there that never needs a lube. And you've got a longer-lasting engine because it has 5 main bearings instead of the usual 3.
Uh-huh.
Taking care of it on the inside is even easier. What with vinyl upholstery on the reclining bucket seats and nylon carpeting on the floor. Now, I ask you, for $1,726, is there anything more Toyota could have done to make the Toyota Corolla easier to take care of?
Not a thing.
See your Southern California Toyota dealer and get your hands on a Toyota. You'll never let go.